going on, Jerome's? So it's been a week since the Minnesota Vikings procured the greatest draft class in NFL history. J.J. McCarthy and Diamond Dallas Turner. That's right. Khyree Flat Earth Jackson, or I don't know, the Deli Man. We'll work on that. Ooh, Baloney. Khyree Baloney Jackson. Yeah. Walter Rouse going to do some good things as a swing tackle, maybe kick inside. Will Rackard. He's going to be the first kicker who isn't added to the collage of shame. Michael Juergens puts lotion out, Skinner also gets a hose again. Levi, Drake, Rodriguez, LDR, Senior Sack. Very easy to root for. So overall, phenomenal draft class, great UDFA class as well. But of course, I understand the draft grades are very stupid, but it's good to see the opinions of some people who dedicate a lot of time and effort into the draft. And of course, PFF, frenemies with the Minnesota Vikings, all that stuff did up there. Draft grades for all 32 teams. Now, what's interesting is that you see places, they really hedge their grades. They'll have an A, very rarely an A+, but the worst will be like a C-. Like, no one wants to put a D or an F because, like, what if the class turns out good and then you just look like a horse's ass? But I feel like you should have the huevos to just put it out there on the line. But for the Vikings, they gave the Vikings a B+ with McCarthy, Turner, Jackson, etc. So let's dive on into what Trevor Sikkema, I believe, wrote. McCarthy, with Penix Jr. being drafted before McCarthy, Minnesota had to move up only one selection to get their quarterback competition for Sam Darnold, because that's what he is. Just competition. McCarthy has traits to work with and was excellent when Michigan needed him to play in third and long situations, but he wasn't asked to carry the offense much at the college level. He does land in one of the league's better, please, situations for a rookie quarterback, as Minnesota has a solid offensive line and a talented receiving core. Now, the only way that PFF says that the Vikings have a solid offensive line is that I think they gave the Vikings offensive line the number 4 grade last year. So, I mean, Darisaw, O'Neal, everybody else. Turner, Diamond Dallas Turner, Chip Burner Turner. The Vikings draft an explosive pass rusher in Turner, adding him to a unit that includes free agent acquisitions Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel. Turner is an incredible athlete who is capable of rushing the passer from a 2-point stance and dropping into coverage. He ranked among the top 3 edges in the SEC in pass rush grade, pressures, and coverage grade in 2023. And yeah, I mean, everyone and their mom is super hyped up about McCarthy. I mean, Turner is going to be a bad man too. And I think that the Brian Burns comparisons are apt, and it wouldn't shock me at all if very, very, very quickly Turner becomes the best speed rusher in the National Football League. And then you get into day 3. Vikings didn't have a day 2 selection through various trades. Khyree Jackson. Jackson played 320 coverage snaps last season, but allowed just 1 touchdown. The 6'3", 195-pound cornerback allowed a pass rate of just 41.6 on throws into his coverage in 2023, the second best mark among all Pac-12 players at that position, which is good. It's pretty damn good. Now, you do wonder about Jackson, a little bit older. You do wonder why he's suspended from Alabama. 1 year of big-time production, but it was a hell of a year, man, at Oregon. So, and obviously, Flores and company did their diligence. Khyree was a 30 visit for the Vikings, so hopefully he hits the ground running. And you can never have enough cornerbacks. Walter Rouse. Minnesota adds depth to its offensive line. Walter Rouse, he led all FBS tackles in pass blocking efficiency in 2023, 99.3, allowing 0 sacks and just 6 pressures across 481 pass blocking snaps. Now, you do have to take those numbers with a grain of salt. Rouse was a great left tackle at Stanford for 4 years, but going to Oklahoma and the quick passing offense that they have in Norman, again, Dylan Gabriel, who Rouse was a left tackle, so he was not the backside protector because Gabriel's left-handed. He gets the ball out quick, so you have to take everything with a grain of salt there. But I think that overall he is a very solid tackle project for the future. Will Rackard, the first kicker, comes off the board. Record ranked 4th among college football kickers with a 94.9 field goal extra point grade over the last 3 seasons, connecting on 10 of 13 tries, over 50 for his career. Now, he doesn't have the booming leg, but he is an assassin, 40 to 50 yards, and also is automatic at college extra points. Now, it changes in the National Football League also. Like, he doesn't have that booming leg for kickoffs, except that might actually be okay because of the new kickoff rules. But, I mean, Reichard, I kind of think of him as Greg Maddux as a kicker. I know that's not a great comparison, but that's what comes to mind. Where he doesn't just kick the ball. Like, he's a technician of the position. And frankly, I think the Vikings may have got themselves a very, very good one. And you know what? Oh, but the Vikings drafted a kicker. If he is a legitimate dude and is going to be the Vikings kicker for the next 5-10 years, and it's a spot where you don't have to worry about it anymore, I'll take it. It's like Justin Tucker. Would you spend a 6th-round pick on Justin Tucker? Yes. Jurgens earned an impressive 93.1 run blocking grade on 143 outside zone runs in 2023. In pass protection, he allowed just 10 total pressures last season, 2 ending in sacks. And at Wake Forest, Jurgens played 3 years at center, 1 year at left guard, so that flexibility is good. And I think that he is going to get into the interior offensive line mix a lot sooner than you think. Lastly, LDR Rodriguez, senior sack. Rodriguez did exactly what you'd expect from a player of his caliber at Texas A&M Commerce. Go Lions. It's the only time I'll say go Lions. He recorded an impressive 16.4% pass rush win rate on 24 pressures on 249 pass rush snaps. His 91 PFF pass rushing grade ranked first among FCS interior defenders in 2023. So, a couple things to factor in. Caliber competition, yes, it's a big-time leap from the FCS, Texas A&M Commerce, to the National Football League. And testing-wise, he's not a physical freak. He's not a speed demon. He's not a strength merchant, but he's got heart. And he's a guy that's going to be very easy to root for. And I feel like he's going to put in the work, and he's going to become a fan favorite. And I'm rooting for him because that's something that the Vikings lack, is that interior dude who can just blow up a gap and get a pass rush. And Rodriguez, I'm rooting for him, man. Can't help it. But it is good to see that, yes, a lot of the national media jabronis, they look out. It's like, oh, well, they mortgage the future. According to Mel Kiper, no, they didn't. Nah, they're good. And this is a draft class where, hey, no picks day 2. That's perfectly fine. You have 2 nail drivers in the first round. Your potential future franchise quarterback, as well as the talisman on the edge with Dallas Turner. So 2 premium players at premium positions in the first round. It's great. And then everyone else day 3. Hey, if Reichard turns out, awesome. If Rouse is a swing tackle plus, fantastic. Khyree Jackson maybe gets things together and is super physical on the outside, great. Jurgens could, at minimum, be interior offensive line competition. Maybe he eventually starts down the line. And LDR, it's a great roll of the dice. The work and scouting that went into him, everything's a free roll. If he busts, whatever. It's a 7th-round pick. It was a fun story. You took a shot, right? But what if he hits? Baby. I love it. But your thoughts are thoughts. Pro Football Focus doesn't hate the Vikings draft. Shocker. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and their thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.